Yeah, no way, whereas on these you need forced air. One little point I'll just divert, you can get by without forced air if you were to have some kind of flue sucking. So that you see them with and without forced air, it's worth having forced air on these because it burns up everything. And you get it right, you get a lovely blue fire. Get a blue ring of fire, that's the carbon monoxide creating the blue. You know you're burning up the carbon monoxide, which is, like I said, a huge killer. And these, that's the cook stove technology, that's part of what they're after, is saving lives through giving them a clean burn. And as far as overpopulation goes, no, that's not a problem. The problem is wealth distribution, and the problem is appropriate technology. We need the two. We need redistribution, and we need reconnection with harmonious natural laws, using fire to get back in balance with the earth, stop being out of balance, and here's a very important key to it. So yeah, every advantage of a rocket stove, plus you get double the heat, and then you open the hatch, give it a shake, and out comes charcoal, your biochar. That is the key. Basically the bit I'm after is biochar. I'm an organic grower, I'm not an engineer. I can't source biochar, I'm farming in a very wet climate on a sandy soil. It's the key. It has to be used right. It can get a bad name for itself if it's used wrong. I'll talk about that later. So yeah, if anybody wants to play in lights, these are a bugger to light. These are much easier. That's the basic principles. One more point, and then I'll open up just on questions on all those issues. Just chuck in one more point. This is slightly different. This I got wrong. Those ones are better. You've got a bigger hatch. This hatch is too small. All I've done there is got what's called an engineering nipple and a socket and cut it down just to make an airtight door. That one I did the same, but too small a diameter. It's fiddly. This one only has a small hole in the bottom just to prevent explosion, and that was built for it as well. And the pipe that fits on the side, which I've got somewhere over there. If you want to take the wood gases off and burn them remotely, it works fine. Especially, I've got a little device that blows air in. It's called a cyclone, just made one. So you get a very, very clean blue flame wherever you want it. You can run engines on it. So the inspiration for taking it off the side, Nazis in the Second World War were running 1.5 million cars on wood. They deforested large areas of the Black Forest, the whole Nazi war industry, very clever technology. I'm not talking about downdraft gasifiers. My reason being it's too wasteful to run cars when cars can be running off electricity. Why run them on wood? The other big problem, downdraft gasifiers do not effectively produce biochar. I'm only interested in carbon sequestering, carbon negative, soil improving. I want a biochar producer. That is the huge difference. That, to me, is the reason for pyrolysis over combustion. You got a different sort of pyrolysis. When you hear people talking about gasifiers, don't think it's this. It's huge, phenomenal, monstrous. Yeah, some people are into it, some people aren't. Downdraft gasifiers, the Germans pretty effectively showed the environmental destruction you can cause by them, and that was back then. And, so, yeah, but that's just a little side point. So, any questions on, what I'll do is just open up to an open discussion on those issues, on clean burning, smokeless burning and for smoke in living spaces, and then after that I'll talk about biochar briefly, on how these work, or on anything, going over anything there. No, probably not. I've not measured it with these. Can't say these definitely have been measured and do. These don't hit the same temperature as that, but it's hard to tell. Look at it, look how much smoke comes off. You can't see carbon monoxide, that's the dangerous thing. So that's why it's a big killer. No, wood burning stoves don't, no. They don't know the temperature. Don't know the temperature's got to hit.